Hi, y'all. Hey. Hi. We already, I do several things. I've been a massage therapist for 16 years. I went to school here. I have never done a facial in a salon, but I walked in this school making products, and I came to learn what I was making. I didn't know what the effects was on the skin. And so it was real easy for me because I was already making products, so I didn't know that I would be like what I'm doing now. But when I start to make a cream, it's a liquid. I take a dry plant or a fresh plant and put it in liquid. Does that make sense? Like olive oil. I basically use olive oil, but I have in my bug repellent, I have grapeseed oil and olive oil. That's just by choice. But olive oil pulls it out better. You know, pulls out the plant properties. A lot of people, when they make a shea butter cream, they don't put plants in it. Have you noticed that? It's just raw shea butter and some olive oil and some avocado oil or some jojoba oil and some sand. And sometimes they'll beat it with a mixer. I don't do that. When I started to make my cream, which I'm gonna give you a sample of. Can you pass it? You only need a little bit. When I started to make my cream, to learn how to make my cream, it was the plants that started speaking to me more than the olive oil, the avocado oil. Does that make sense to you? When I said the plants were speaking to me, they were, I went to herb school in Atlanta, so I was coming around the mountains and the plants started talking to me. So I created a website called Plants Speak, the Plants Speak, because the plants in my products do the work more than the oil. You put the two together. So I put a combination together, and I put my combination together based on skin problems. In my cream, I have calendula. Have you ever heard of calendula? It's a pot of marigold. It's a part of the marigold family, and it's yellow. And so it's for wound healing. And if you go to Whole Body and buy something for a baby at Whole Foods, it has calendula in it. So calendula is, if a baby can use it, then what is the calendula good for? Sensitive skin. Sensitive. See, so I'm thinking about, I learned how to make the skincare cream with plants instead of the opposite way. So I thought I wanted to be able to treat the skin. I want to be able to treat acne. I want to be able to treat any skin eruption. I want to be able to treat itchy skin if it gets bitten, by a bug. So on that note, if you get my piece of paper, can you give one piece on that? It's two each. Y'all got them, right? Okay. And we need to get one over here. So calendula is for wound healing. You can drink so my skincare formula, I can drink it every day. So I can be healed from the outside to the inside or the inside from the outside. So everything reinforced. People go, are you using your skincare? You must be using your skincare products because you're 58 years old and you don't look like it. Because I'm drinking it and I'm applying it. So calendula is for wound healing. It's for sensitive skin. It's in all the baby formulas. And then I use plantain. And you know what plantain is? Not the banana. plantain.
It's that bitter one, right?
It's not the banana. It's the weed in your yard. I go out in the yard and get the weed. No, it's almost like a dandelion, but it's plantain, it's a weed, it's brown, and it's the best blood purifier in the plantain. They spray it to get rid of it. When we need to be going out there, you can eat it, you can juice it, or you can soak in it all and get the properties out of it. If you get bit by a bug, you can go out there and get the plantain, chew it, and put it directly on the skin. If you got asthma, I'm drinking it now because I have some respiratory stuff. If you have asthma, you can drink it.
What does it look like?
It's round like this, and it has spikes coming up. And psyllium, you know what that is? That's in Metamucil. That's plantain.
That's what my granny used to wipe
The
on us. When we
Okay.
said my granny used to wipe it on us.
Those seeds, that's the psyllium. So anyway, then, so we covered the calendula, we covered the plantain, and now the comfrey. Comfrey is what I use, and comfrey rebuilds cells. So if I put comfrey on my face every day, I'm not gonna get any wrinkles. I can't tell my customers this, but they come back and tell me things. One just told me Saturday, I used your cream and I had a zit here last week and it's gone. I said, well, I knew it was gonna go, but I can't say that. So anyway, comfrey is high in B12, and also it's for wound healing, and it's also rebuilds cells. I fractured my knee a year and a half ago, and I put my cream on my knee every day. I could not bend my knee for 10 months, and I did not know it was fractured. I knew it was damaged. I was having to, until I had an MRI, I was walking like this. But comfrey helps rebuild bones, and if a horse is damaged, they take the comfrey and wet it and put it directly on the horse, and it repairs the horse.
The comfrey from?
You can get it in Whole Body, Whole Foods. I don't get mine there now, but you can get it there. Okay? So then I put lavender in it. Why do you think I have lavender in my cream? It's common, but it's also good for any skin type. Acne, no acne, old, young, it doesn't matter. So, and then I put rosemary. Why do you think I got rosemary? Rosemary is stimulating, but also rosemary is a preservative. It also is a preservative in my cream. And then I put roses. Why roses? Have y'all gotten to that chapter yet? Oh, that's what, okay. I made 110 on that chapter. Roses is for mature skin, like my age and up, 40 and over. So that's why I put roses. And then I put, and all of this is fresh. And then I put it in a jar and I put oil in it and I shake it every day, like this. And then this is the healer right here. The shea butter is very good. The olive oil is good, but this is what the healing is for me in my formula. Then I put shea butter. Why do you think I put shea butter? Moisturizer. It's also it's a natural sun protector. Yeah, shea butter. Shea butter is, and then I used to put coconut oil and cocoa butter, but I took the nuts out because I didn't want people with allergies not buying my stuff. And vitamin E. Why do you think I got vitamin E? It's a preservative. And then I use olive oil. And then I use lemongrass scent and spearmint. So that's this. But I can make it Like this one is the same cream that y'all just passed around, but it's blue. Then I have a green one. Maybe I didn't bring it, but I have just like these are green. You know how I made them color? Mica. Mica is what they put in cosmetics for to natural cosmetics. So mica, M-I-C-A. That's how I made it color. But I have to put it in when I heat the oil. I have to put the mica in there and stir it. And that green or blue does not come on my skin.
This is kind of what it looks like, y'all, but it didn't come out very clear, the ink smoke, but
That's
I got
it.
it in color, if y'all.
That's
can
it right
see
there. That's a plantain. I was telling them Ms. Bun, that in my formula is this is what does the work.
That right there.
Yeah. This one is a cream. No, this was a lotion bar.
I used to make ton of greens of that when I was little.
And you can eat it raw. You can eat
No,
it
I'm
raw.
just saying, you know, when you kids, you bake the wood pies and the greens, that it was tongue green.
Get it, y'all.
This, and I was telling them that the cream that they just sampled, that yellow, this is the same cream, but I made it blue. But I also have it in green, but I use mica. And the mica is a natural cosmetics coloring. And I have to heat the oil and then put it in there and keep stirring, and then it's there. And the blue or the green does not come on the skin. You can put it in soaps, you can put it in anything, bath oil or bath salts. So I can change the colors now, and if I want. And give people choices. Did not do that Saturday. I said, you want the blue or you want the green or you want the, this color. So anyway, I want to tell you about I just made a natural, I have a lotion bar. Y'all haven't tested that. Have you heard of a lotion bar?
You just rub it on you?
That,
Yeah.
what happens is the cream has more oil in it. The lotion bar has what? Less oil. It's the same formula. So in order for me to pour it in a bowl and for it to stay, I have to put less oil in it. For a cream, I have more. So if I had a customer that was 80 years old, which one would you think that she needed for her skin?
The cream,
Why?
because it's more emollient, she needs a moisture.
Exactly. Because their skin is more, whatever.
Fragile.
Yeah, fragile, so the lotion bar, but the lotion bars are really cool. And I have them in all different shapes and sizes and have all kinds of molds. These are lotion bars. And people come to my table and they think they're soaps or they think they're, a fudge. Because I have a cupcake holder, a 3-tier, and the hearts are on there, and that's what I wanted them to think. But I see it's fudge for your body. These are lotion bars. These are the herbs that settled at the bottom. So it just changes the look, the way they look. A lot of people who do use herbs in their products strain everything out. And so all you see is the cream. I don't do that. The majority of my customers even like the fact that they can see a lavender or a rose or whatever. I sell to some retail stores, and so, a couple of them like it. And these are lotion bars.
And so how would you would just rub the lotion
Did,
bar like
did you
on
not,
there?
did you
Yeah.
use it? That's it.
Okay.
I'm at Cheekwood, down that way. Cheekwood Botanical Garden, and this is at Cheekwood in my cream. But I put them in a box like this. Okay. I've just made and these are all lotion bars for children. And the top of this is herbs. And I use green tea. I forgot. I use green tea, so I soak the green tea as well in the in the oil. Green tea is also a natural, what, antioxidant on the skin. But it also, I just found out, through research, it also is a natural bug repellent. So this is my bug repellent. This is the way I start. And I gave you a list of everything. There's a lot of stuff in here, which this is gonna factor how much it's gonna cost me, cost the consumer to buy from me. Because this has grapeseed oil in it and olive oil, and then it has wormwood and basil and thyme and mint, cinnamon. And what I do, it has more than that in it, but I take this and put it in, and I use beeswax to pull everything together. And I get my beeswax from a local honey farm. Can you give her one, Shawan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is my natural bug repellent. And I have the samples in here if you want to try it. The essential oils in it, sorry, the essential oils in it are citronella. You can try it if you want. This is my natural bug repellent. It's citronella, eucalyptus, rosemary, lemongrass, and I think that's it. It's on the list. Did you know that basil is a natural bug repellent? Yeah, so I have the plant in there, and if I want to speed up the process, I will put it on the stove on a double boiler on low, and it'll heat it. The heat will pull out the properties. If not, I can just 2 weeks of this shaken. We just had they're gonna pass you the samples. I have a lotion bar and I have a skincare cream that I made. I did put a little shea butter in here because it's already a natural sun protector. Shea butter it is.
This is your what now?
That's the lotion bar. You rub in your hands like this.
Pretty good.
Is the lotion bar, is it safe to put on skin eczema? Cause my daughter has eczema, but I know a lot of stuff with fragrance in it, it irritates her skin.
Well, I use essential oils, and essential oils is different from fragrance. So I've had people that had psoriasis and eczema, and it helped. Shawan had something behind her ear. Was it? We think it might be in the. She didn't go to the dermatologist.
Yeah,
But-
I have eczema.
But she's been putting the cream on for about a week and a half
About a week.
on both ears. How is it now?
It's better.
This one is
Yeah,
what?
'cause my daughter get them.
That's a green tea shea butter cream.
She's scratching me, and I'm like,
Yeah, and so it does help. And I bought some for you all to buy if you want to, and these are another price, but those in the color tops. There was a student here named Rachel that went to school when I was here, but I graduated before her. And so she went into waxing, and she worked for Nashville Wax. When I was in school, I used to make everything, sugar scrubs and coffee scrubs and this scrub and that scrub and cream. But lately, I have not been making all of that. And so Rachel saw me at the farmer's market. I saw it. Last year I sold at 4 or 5 farmers markets from spring to October, and then I did holiday events. So Rachel was working at Nashville Wax, and she stopped working there, and now she's in a salon and she's doing her own. She's working for herself. Well, she called me and said, she texted me and said, "Are you still making